All right, Shaq, so you just wrapped up your 5th season and
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, this is a big game coming up for them. They've dropped their first 2 games, and the last thing they want to do is open the season 0-3. That is not the way to tip things off. And Trae Young, not the biggest guy out there by any means, but he finds ways to make a huge impact, especially when the shot's falling.
You know, his feel for the game at his age is unparalleled. Quick release and shoot from deep, deep, deep.
Yes, yes, yes. He's a special talent, Ernie. His ability to elude defenders, get a shot off at his size, every single time. There's only one other guy I can think of. SC, Steph Curry.
Yes, sir. That'll do it for now. We send you to KH. That'd be Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. Eastern Conference battles, always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
It's no longer a surprise. A couple rookies, Doris, who we thought would take some time to develop, are already contributing.
It's no question about it, and more rookies are being asked to play a larger role in their particular teams. And I think what you have to be struck by is the fact that we're not talking about 21 and 22-year-old rookies anymore, Kevin. We're talking about guys that have very limited collegiate experience, and yet everyone wants an immediate return. And I think it's nothing more than a sign of the times. Guys are dreaming about the NBA from the time they first pick up a ball, and what we get is the result of that.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. Carter out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Len in at the center filling out the middle. Now, here is Young. Carter kicks to Len. Screen by Young to the inside. Here's Prince, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Prince has got his first 2 points.
Well, what a great setup by Alex Len, developing such a good feel for the game.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a feeling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you. They're putting the priority on offense today if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, I mean, from the sound of it, they're not going to be using much of the shot clock here in the early going.
And why should they when they have such tremendous quick strike ability? Put pressure on the defense and keep it on.
Now, here is Hill. Vince Carter missing his last shot. 4 on the shot clock. There's the 3. And George Hill with the 3. Hill's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, this guy takes a ton of three-pointers. George Hill is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Screen by Young. Young, a screen on Hill. Goes up off the pick, and he dunks it down.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
Outside Prince. And it's Osman with the rebound.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
Hood, the pass to Hill. They set the pick. The screen from Thompson. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Thompson's got his first points of the night.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
Hill against Young. Pass to Prince. Here's Bazemore. Off the pick. Len sets a screen for Bazemore. No good that time, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart.
And here's Young. George Hill getting it to go from deep. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That is his first foul of the game. Bazemore against Hood. Shot clock at 6. Bazemore dishes to Carter, and here's Prince outside, and that's collected by Love. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Love with the screen on Prince. The 3 from Hill. Again missing Hill.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Now here's Love. He's coming off a 25-point game against Minnesota.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Grizzlies. Alex Len, Doris, drafted number 5 overall. He shows flashes and has the physical ability.
This is why scouting is such a tricky business. You can see some raw talent, and then you have to wait for that talent to develop. Alex Len has the length that teams are looking for, but you also need to have floor spacing to operate your offense efficiently, and traditionally, that hasn't been part of Len's game.
Hawks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Young, and good that time.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
The Cavaliers shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Pick up by Hill. Here's Hood, and again it's Cleveland.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Young against Hill. Len with a screen on Hill. That one drops for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Good on the wing. It's a pick by Love. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you love to see Rodney Hood finish in the face of that contact. How about the grit on that move? And
Young kicks to Prince. Bazemore against Hood. Glenn, a screen. Off the pick. Bazemore misses. Cavaliers leading. Outside Hood. Love with the screen on Bazemore. Hill against Young. Over in the corner, Osman. It's a pick by Love. Takes the three. Good work defensively by Carter. The Hawks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Over Love. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Hood kicks to Hill. At the top of the key, Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Hill passes to Thompson. It's back to Hill. It's a pick by Love. And Hill is good for 3. And it's a 5-point Cleveland lead.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. George Hill, the veteran point guard, Doris, still a factor on both ends of the floor.
Well, he's a knockdown shooter from three-point territory, George Hill, and he's physical and tough on opposing guards.
For the Cavaliers. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Len. Justin Anderson comes in for Carter. Tyler Dorsey's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Young. Plumlee dishes to Lin. That shot missing. And Cleveland will come the other way. Decker kicks to Sexton. Shoots over Lin. Goes back up. The shot's good from Zizic.
Well, second chance points can come from extreme effort on the offensive glass. Case in point there.
Then the pass to Anderson. Plumlee with the screen. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep. All broken down for the Hawks.
And when you look at that chart, concentrate for a second on what they're not doing. They're not getting a lot of threes from the corners. That's something that has to change. Makes it much easier to defend the team when you know they can't score from the corner.
Now here's Korver. Sexton kicks to Korver. Zizic passes to Korver. Here's Sexton. And that one hits back iron. The Hawks trail by 7. Anderson in the post. Guarded by Korver. Dorsey, that's good.
And defensively, just giving up the high percentage look down low.
Not a lot of aggressiveness from the defense right there. You didn't put up enough fight early to keep him from scoring in the post.
Now, here's Clarkson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. The finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And just an impossible shot to guard at times. Doris, when you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal. And there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, two in particular. James Harden, that step back that he added is now unguardable. And Steph Curry as well. Those two men, when they decide to get to that step back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back because it's going in.
Zizic kicks to Clarkson. Misses the three.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Lynn dishes to Dorsey. Plumlee with the screen. Dorsey passes to Plumlee. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. Lynn kicks to Anderson. Plumlee sets the pick for Anderson. Shot clock at 6. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Anderson's got his first points in this one. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Pass to Zizic. Pass to Clarkson. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
A moment now to see the stats for Clarkson. How he did last season. Averaged about 14 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity. And that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
Just 5 on the clock. Takes it from 10. That's good on the jump shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Clarkson. Sexton, and the three ball is good. Sexton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good to see Sexton knock it down from deep. A shot he needs to add to his arsenal.
Anderson with the screen for Lynn. Anderson the screen. Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Clarkson. There's Lynn with the 3. Decker with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Kicks it to Clarkson. Cleveland moving it around. Back to Decker. And Decker slams it in.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Good on the bucket. That's now 8 points for Taurean Prince.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now here's Sexton, defended by Lynn. Now here's Sexton. 14 points from him the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, he's like, there's been a trade, you know, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine James and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
Zizic out there with Decker. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Sexton in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Prince outside. Plumlee with the screen. Prince misses. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis. Well, Greg, for Atlanta, it was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they wanted in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now has a clear core to build around.
Here's Clarkson after Taurean Prince's bucket. Clarkson with the ball. 5 to shoot. Here's Sexton. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
Here's Lynn, and he banks in the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Back to Decker. And the layup is good. Decker's got his second bucket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Then the pass to Plumlee. 13 feet away. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Lynn.
I'd say only so much you can do if you allow that kind of position. Jeremy Lin, tremendous focus in the paint.
Here's the screen. Here's Clarkson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 5. Plumlee with the screen. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Lynn. He's covered closely. Prince's shot is good.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man uncanny.
Sexton kicks to Zizic. Back to Clarkson. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Well, you've got to be able to be locked and loaded when an opportunity comes to make a shot. And Jordan Clarkson, yeah, he's pretty good at that.
Out to the wing. Plumlee with the screen.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Some changes. Lenz checked in for Plumlee. Ken Bazemore comes in for Justin Anderson. Young is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. The feed to Young. And it's sent back by Hill.
I I think for a point guard, George Hill has incredible length, superb at timing, when to rise for these rejections.
And Love has it in the corner. Outside Hood. It's a pick by Love. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Love's got his second bucket.
Well, you like to see Kevin Love operate from there. Yes, he can shoot the three, but he's also a dangerous interior scorer.
Glenn with a screen on Hill. Young up top. He's guarded by Hill. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 6 points for Trae Young.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Hill kicks to Love. It's a pick by Love. Now here's Hood. Tight defense on him. Off with the layup. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Young against Hill. Goes up to the stripe, and it's sent back by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. And a wide open look for Hood. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hood's got 7 points.
Quick trigger from Rodney Hood. He takes no time getting the shot off after the catch.
Len passes to Prince. Screen by Young. They double him with Love. Back to Len. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Love with the screen on Young. Inside. Love inside. Guarded by Prince. And there's the 3-second violation. Carter, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks trail by 3. And Young kicks it to Bazemore. Herter, goodbye Hood. Carter left side. From past the arc. But they recover it. Glenn, a screen. A second chance effort. Carter, that's good. Carter's got his second bucket tonight.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Love with the screen on Young. Down low. Here's Osman. He's covered by Bazemore. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games, when it becomes a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
Atlanta making a switch here. Dorsey's checked in. So he comes up empty at the line.
Well, you think about the Cleveland Cavaliers' journey last season. It was filled with so many ups and downs. They ultimately end up as the 4th seed, and it didn't matter. They still get to the NBA Finals.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
A physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Bazemore. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Yep, that one goes in there. And now it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
And, of course, Doris, the Cavs were the 4th seed last season, but still came out of the East.
Yeah, but, Kevin, it was clearly a team that had to adjust early in the year to the loss of Kyrie Irving. And then they had to readjust again with the reshuffling of players at the trade deadline. Somehow it all comes together, and they secure a 4th straight trip to the NBA Finals. Incredible journey.
Timeout called Cleveland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Prince.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Hill kicks to Love. Over Carter. That misses off the backboard.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
It's Hill on the wing, defended by Young. Shot to end this cold run. And Love with his second chance points. Love's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, no quitting Kevin Love there, right, Kev? I mean, this guy keeping possessions alive with his activity.
Young passes to Len. They set the pick. Now Bazemore. Now the pass to Dorsey. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Atlanta gets it back. Len, his second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Good, a screen on Young. Hill passes to Thompson. 6 to shoot. It's a pick by Love. And here's Hill for 3. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. His 7 shots to get there.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Len with a screen on Hill. And Young kicks it to Bazemore. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Bazemore's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks. Cleveland's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. The screen from Thompson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Cavaliers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Love with the screen for Hood. The 3 from Hill, and another 3 for Cleveland.
I think Tyronn Lue as a coach, one of the best qualities he has is his ability to manage the stars. Boy, has he done a great job of blending talents in Cleveland.
Here's Dorsey. Young outside. Len sets a screen for Young. Count it. And Doris, for Ty Lue, he keeps the peace by keeping things fresh and new for his team.
Well, I like that last year he took the team to wine country in Napa in the middle of the season. Boy, that's a great way to bond as a team and break up the routine. Just one trick he's used to keep players at ease.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Osman. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their script.
Now, here's Bazemore. He has 7. Shots good from Young.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Hill passes to Thompson. Put on the wing. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Love, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Vince Carter picks one up.
Well, I just love how unselfish Kevin Love is. This guy is willing to adapt and adjust to do what's best for the team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Take a break. Peace up.
The first free throw is good.
And Love once had a 30-30 game as a member of the Timberwolves. The guy is a force.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Zizic has checked in for Thompson. Sam Decker comes in for Jetty Osman. Clarkson, he's checked in for Hood. And it's Sexton in for George Hill. Then for the Hawks, Miles Plumlee's checked in for Alex Len. Justin Anderson comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Young.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Clarkson. Plumlee sets the pick for Anderson. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run in transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out of the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. The Hawks leading by 3. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Over on the wings, it's Bazemore and Prince. Carter out there with Alex Len, and it's Young in at the point guard. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Carter. Prince outside. And here's Bazemore. And stolen by Hood. Now Cleveland moving it up. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Well, even with bouncing around last season with the trade, Rodney Hood continued to improve his shot and his percentages. And when his shot is falling, boy, he can be a handful.
Now, here is Young. 6 on the shot clock. Over Hill. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. 17 points for Trae Young.
And skilled at just getting separation off that pick. Young's ability to create for himself is impressive.
It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Love. Doors with Hood, he gives you so much with his height at that wing spot.
Right, Kev, because at 6'8", he doesn't have a problem getting off his shot, and as long as there's touch and consistency, he is a huge threat.
Len, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Len's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, just terrific instincts right there from Alex Len on the offensive glass. Really impressive.
Hill kicks to Love. Fades and shoots. And again, it's Cleveland.
Marvelous start to the second half. 3 for 3.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Young outside. Pass to Prince. Trying to find Len. Gets it to him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Well, Alex Len has the kind of length and interior game to make himself valuable. A solid big man, somebody you want in your rotation.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shot.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers last year won by virtue of their offense. There were times when they're making that three-point shot that they simply could overwhelm people. And let's remember, they had LeBron James on their roster as well. When you've got LeBron, you've got a chance.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Atlanta shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. And Bazemore kicks to Young. Len with a screen on Hill. Feeds to Prince. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Pass to Hood. Pick up by Hill. Carter against Hood. And there it is for him. Hood's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Len with it, picked up by Thompson. Prince in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Prince has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Hill against Young. Hill kicks to Thompson. Wants to get it to Hill and does. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hill's got 19 points.
Oh, you got to love the scoring ability of George Hill. He can light it up from anywhere.
Glenn with a screen on Hill. Hill against Young. Glenn a screen. Prince outside. There's the triple. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Osman, guarded by Prince. Osman kicks to Hill. Carter against Love. It's stolen by Carter. Fast break, the Hawks. Carter leading the charge. And that's Prince, that time on the assist from Carter. And it's now 22 points for Taurean Prince. Hill passes to Thompson. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Hood. Atlanta making a switch here. Here's Osman. It's over Bazemore. And it's Osman missing. Down low. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Hawks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Two shots.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Now here is Hill. He's got 19. Outside Korver. Up against Prince. The screen from Thompson. Love with the screen for Korver. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Hill for 3. Connects from three-point range. Hill's got 7 now in this quarter.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
You're just assuming at this point every shot he takes, it's going to go in. What a shooting performance.
Now, here is Young. 17 points in the game. Glenn, a screen. They swipe it. Here's Osman. He's covered by Bazemore. Osman kicks to Hill. Prince against Love. For the lead. Len with the block.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. They set the pick. It's a pick by Love. To the middle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
What I love about Kyle Korver is he consistently does what he does at an incredibly high level. You're talking about one of the great shooters of his generation, and he was a key part of their turnaround from the early struggles they experienced.
The Cavaliers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. First one falls for him. Doris Corver was as efficient as he's always been, but also seemed to hit some big shots for the team.
Well, Corver just fits in so well with what they try to do offensively. Even at his age, he keeps defenders honest from both the 2- and 3-point territories.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Ante Zizic is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Sam Decker comes in for Kevin Love. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Sexton in for George Hill.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Passes it to Anderson. Plumlee with a screen on Corver. Here's Anderson. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. Clock is at 3. Decker with it. 6 points for him. Here's the break for the lead. Here's Clarkson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 5, the Hawks.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute. Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Now, here's Sexton. After Jeremy Lin's miss, Sexton the pass to Clarkson. From 11 feet away, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You know, you've got to be composed mentally right now at this time of the game. It's really careless play right there.
Hawks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. To the inside, Plumlee, chalk up 2 there.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Clarkson. 8 points for him. Sexton kicks to Clarkson. There's a good screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And we'll get a look here where the shots have been coming from for him.
This is the shot chart of a dominant performance. I mean, he's taking a lot of shots because right now he believes that every shot he does take is going in. And who can blame him with the way he's played? Simply outstanding work coming from him.
The first free throw is good. Hawks making a switch here. Dorsey's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Outside, Lin. Here's Plumlee, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Plumlee's got 6.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 5, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Anderson kicks to Prince. Back to Anderson. Plumlee, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Sexton the pass to Zizic. Fires from deep. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Prince. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons.
And that game against the Pacers, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Now, here's Sexton. The Cavaliers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Free throw good, Zizic. That one misses.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now Plumlee. He's got 8. He kicks it to Prince. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
That's incredibly aggressive at the rim. This is where Anderson does his best work.
Here's Clarkson. He's got 12. They set the pick. The pass to Sexton. To the paint. The shot's good from Zizic. Zizic has got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
Oh, my goodness. That is how to attack the rim. Don't give the defense time to react. That's beautiful.
Plumlee with the screen. And Dorsey kicks to Plumlee. There's Lynn with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lynn's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Now, here's Sexton. Defended by Lynn. Offensive rebound. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Zizic.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And Dorsey kicks to Lynn. Anderson dishes to Lynn. Plumlee with the screen. Now here's Lynn. Guarded closely. Deep 2 from Anderson. Off the left rim and out.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
Now, here's Decker. 6 points for him. Here's Sexton, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
That free throw, no good. Rodney Hood's checked in for the Cavaliers. Carter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Good on the second free throw. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Outside, Lynn. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to Carter. 6 to shoot. Plumlee sets the pick for Carter. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Carter's got 6 points.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Use the screen to free himself up and drill the jump shot.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hawks lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, Rodney Hood out there with Decker. Then there's Sexton. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Zizic in at the 5 down low. Decker with it. Harder on him. Decker can't hit. It's picked off. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
A good score inside and the defense really offering very little resistance.
They've got to be willing to step up. And when it's this close, you just can't let them get easy buckets. Make them feel you a bit.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Hawks. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Hawk shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. That's tipped. Lynn kicks it to Bazemore. Plumlee with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Lynn with the 3. Doesn't go for him. And Cleveland will come the other way. Good up top. He's covered by Bazemore. And that's a foul. Called on Miles Plumlee. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Evan Love comes in for Sam Decker. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Len's checked in. One minute now into this fourth quarter. And Thompson kicks to Sexton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Alex Len picks one up. And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. He almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
And the first one drops. Young's checked in for Tyler Dorsey. Both good from the line that time. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Young passes to Bazemore. Lynn against Clarkson. Back to Bazemore. 5 on the clock. The high post shot, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Up against Carter. A fader. And he comes up with the deuce. 14 points for Kevin Love.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Young dishes to Bazemore. Out to the right wing. Here's Lynn. Shoots over Clarkson. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Lynn.
Love watching Lynn shoot the basketball. His ability to consistently drain jumpers so valuable.
Pass to Sexton. Thompson, high post. Lynn on him. Left side, Hood. Here's Clarkson. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Bazemore. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. A different look now for Cleveland. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Clarkson. And George Hills subbed in for Sexton. And the Hawks making a change here. And it's tied up with that one. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Hill kicks to Thompson. Bazemore against Hood. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. They'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Atlanta screen. Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Hill with it. And it's Carter picking him up. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Hill. Love right side. Clock at 6. Fades away. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, there's the mid-range game of Kevin Love. On point, boy. You give him a little daylight, he's going to make that shot. Back
to Young. Len Flynn with a screen on Hill. Here's Young. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
To the middle. Hood can't get it to go. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And here's Bazemore. Young, a screen on Hood. And Bazemore kicks to Young. Flynn, a screen. And it's sent back by Hill.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
Hood gets the bucket.
Kevin, I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Bazemore on the wing. Len passes to Bazemore. Len, a screen. Young outside. And the 3 ball is good.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His 2nd triple tonight.
Cavaliers trailing. Hood kicks to Thompson. Young against Hill. Back to Thompson. The dish to Hill. Cleveland moving the ball around. The offensive rebound. The shot by Thompson, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Now here is Hill. Shoots from the baseline, and he swishes it right through. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing men.
Out to Carter. Young against Hill. Young outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Love outside. Passes it to Osman. Love outside. Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
You know, guys, when you think about Kevin Love, you have to think about all of the attributes he gives you on the offensive end. He's a knockdown shooter, can hit from anywhere on the floor, but he still knows how to go body to body inside and get an easy bucket, and all of that is critical to what they do.
Atlanta making a switch here. Prince is checked in. And Love, one of the more versatile players on the offensive end.
Right, Kevin, and it doesn't just end with his shooting and scoring. Kevin Love pressures the glass and will get you extra possessions with great regularity.
Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Boy, this guy has been transcended this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And the young fella wants to win so badly. Sometimes that emotion really comes out.
chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And stolen by Prince. By himself. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
And it's Hood in the corner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
What an offensive clinic we have been given today. They're hitting every single thing they put at the rim right now.
Len with it. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Bazemore with it. He tries for 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Hill against Young. Right side Hill. It's a pick by Love. Hood for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Carter's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Down low. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Bazemore. Bazemore's got 3 assists tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Hill. Carter against Love. Hill passes to Love. Outside Hill. Over Young. Hill, no good. Atlanta leading by 3. And Bazemore kicks to Young. Now Prince. Atlanta screen. Bazemore dishes to Young. Back to Bazemore. Fires from the wing. That one doesn't go. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. 2 shots. That's good from Love.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Young. Both free throws good from Love.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Len kicks to Lin. Len, a screen. Lin against Hill. A nice shot by Lin. Lin's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, Kevin, just extraordinary focus from Jeremy Lin. Makes the defense pay with his scoring ability.
Stolen by Len, pushing it up. Prince's shot is good. And it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
And the steal then right into the fast break. Great awareness.
Yes, intercepted the ball in stride. Turnovers like this are devastating to the opposition.
And the shot goes down.
Just a huge basket from Kevin Love. Stepped up right when they needed him to.
And it's sent back by Hill. One-on-one fast break. Bazemore against Hood. The 8-footer. Good as the jump shot falls. And it's now only a 1-point Hawks lead.
Wow,
Alex Len. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Linsanity in the clutch again. Oh, Jeremy Lin, my goodness.
On the way. Good shot.
For the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Hill kicks to Love. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
At the line, your Cavaliers, Kevin Love. At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Love.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Lynn against Hill. In the corner, Bazemore with it. To the inside. The jump hook. It's in!
Well, I'll tell you, be assertive at the right time, Alex Len, making the big bucket when his team needs it.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 5. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Hill. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's the Hawks' ball. It's a 5-point game. And there's the feed to Len. The basket good off the assist from Len. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 7. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sinks it.
Well, George Hill, year after year, is willing to be the big shot maker.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw drops for Hill.
Well, George Hill has always had the term pro attached to his name. Why? Well, he can make shots. He's willing to facilitate. He defends at a high level. Truly an incredible teammate.
Shooting two.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, they have to be feeling a little bit more comfortable after the free throws add to their lead.
And this is not a time to be patient with the basketball.
No, you've got to act quickly here. I mean, look for the quick score and either a fast foul or steal. No options. How does Kevin Love slip away from the defense, comes up with a gigantic fourth quarter score?
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, Kevin, how about the Harvard grad, Jeremy Lin? How far has this guy come from nearly out of the NBA at one point to viable NBA starter? Incredible.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Hood kicks to Love. Fires for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Rodney Hood showing no fear and doesn't feel the pressure.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They lead by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. And so it's Atlanta with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
You ain't even know. I be with a getting. I ain't gonna stop putting on. From the home of the slang. Yeah, bad on my game. Yeah, big bag with a aim. Yeah.